this K, T and all, did you get anything? The result or no time? K, T, who got? K, T, somebody, yes. Somen sir. 5-2. Did you copy from the book or did the problem? You did the, you can copy from there also, no? From the book. No, you didn't copy. I would have copied. Okay. 0.6652 is the right answer, is 3000 K, and the K is can be obtained through free energy change. Okay, and the free energy change can be obtained from the formula. You know, A plus B K, all those things are there. So now we will be going to the equilibrium conversion, the last topic. So we have already seen talk about homogeneous gas phase reaction. AIM, which is FIM by PSS1. We have already seen that. Based on the first steady state. Second one is a pure substance. Generally don't go to the second kind of steady state, SS2. So let's go by SS1. Because all the properties are known. Again, we can easily calculate this stuff. And FIM is the fugacity of the ion substances, which can be related with the fugacity coefficient. Pi I YIP by PSS. Now you can see that AIM is related with pi I YIP by PSS1. Now if you look at KSS1, what is Ka? Define. What is K? Tell me. K is what? Equilibrium constant, no? In terms of activity, equilibrium constant you can write in terms of fugacity, in terms of conversion, okay, in terms of concentration, in terms of partial pressure, and that's what the Kp-Kc relationship will come. Pardon? Not sigma, pi. Yeah, pi Im to the power gamma. Right? So pi components are I equals to 1 to C. And what is AI? AI is FIM by PSS1, right? So it will be FIM by PSS1 to the power gamma I, right? Correct? Then what will you get from here? Phi I equals to 1 to C, phi I YIP to the power gamma I by PSS1 to the power what? Pi I equals to 1 to C. I just take this part, I kept as it is. This part I wanted to put PSS1 to the power delta gamma. Yes, we have learned so much of thermodynamics. Good. Okay, so final expression will be pi I equals to 1 to C, pi I to the power gamma I, pi I equals to 1 to C, yi to the power gamma I, and you can write this entire thing PSS1 to the power delta gamma. What is this term? Simplified term. First term K phi. Yes, K phi. Next, Somen. Ky. Next is P by PSS1 delta gamma. Okay, and which is also equals to exponential minus delta G by SS1 by RT, right? That's how we have done already this kind of problem. So this equilibrium constant based on conversion. Why? This is based on the fugacity coefficient, and these are the pressure terms. Okay. Assignment problem number 1. Last assignment problem 1. And remember that for ideal gas, K phi equals to 1. For ideal gas, KFI equals to 1. So I am reading out the problem. The carbon monoxide gas plus 2H2 gas is giving CH3OH gas. Assuming that the reaction mixture attains a state of equilibrium, estimate the degree of conversion at 500 K and 5 bar pressure. If the reactor is fed with a stoichiometric mixture of COG and H2G, determine the composition of equilibrium mixture at 500 K and 5 bar pressure. What all data are actually available? Let me see. No data actually available, so I have to give the data. So delta H nu CH3OH T298.15 K goes to 37.988 kilojoule per mole, and saturation pressure of CH3OH, saturation pressure of CH3OH equals to 298.15 Kelvin is 0.16716 bar. Okay. So you have to calculate right hand side. What is actually you have to this is the formula, mother formula. K5 equals to 1. High bar pressure you can say is 1 because less than 10 bar is okay. You have to calculate the conversion. So why? So right hand side has to be known. System pressure is given. PSS1 will be given also. That you know the standard state pressure. PSS1 is already reference pressure. Is already given. Okay. So this part is given. We will calculate this part. And this part requires the entire set of calculation. The heat of reaction you have to calculate. Then E delta S and all those things you have to work. If the feed and T data is actually available from the Hess's law, you can calculate delta G. So let's look at all the data available. I have not given the full data. So let's look at the data. One question is coming from here, this part, end semester. CS plus half O2 gas plus is giving CO gas. CS plus 2H2 gas plus half O2 gas, CH3OH liquid. So that is the formation reaction of carbon monoxide, formation reaction of CH3OH. So how do you can construct your own formation reaction? What are the constituents? Three constituents are there: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. That's why carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Here two constituents are there, two components are there. That's it. It says that it is the formation reaction. For the formation reaction, you need to have a lot of data. Delta HFCO0, which is minus 120.532 kilojoule per mole. Delta GFCS is minus 127.327 kilojoule per mole. First is 110 should be, sorry, 110.532 kilojoule per mole. And second one is 137.327 kilojoule per mole. Next is delta HF0 is minus 238.648 kilojoule per mole, and delta GF0 CH3OH, this is CH3OH, you can write minus 165.215 kilojoule per mole. Okay. Remember that if you look at your reaction, your original reaction has all gas phase, right? Your formation reaction has liquid phase, right? So if you do by default, you closing your eyes and Hess's law, you will get wrong answer. You have the phase change involved. There is a phase change involved. So formation reaction have to be very careful. That's why this part I am writing. Because if you see the final reaction, the phase change is there. Then you have to incorporate the phase change. Okay? So what will be your formula? Delta H Rxn SS1P equals to, who will volunteer? I want the formula, I don't want the answer. I want the formula. I want the formula. Delta H reaction SS1 delta A T minus T0 plus T square by 2 by T naught square by 2 delta C T cube by 3 T naught cube by 3 delta D T to the power 4 minus T naught to the power 4 by 4 minus delta E 1 by T 1 minus T. Is that correct? Or some? No, there is some other term. I said that phase change. Heat of reaction should have the plus delta H. Delta H what? Delta H mu is given, no? CH2H. You can say, if you say vaporization, I will say delta H VAP plus delta H vaporization. Delta H vaporization at 298.15 degree Kelvin is given. So that means when you construct the path of the reaction, path of the entire thing, this is reactant, this is product. How will you are going? This is at some temperature, room temperature at T1. This is coming to reactant T0, right? Reaction. Okay, you get product. Liquid phase also at T0. Then product plus vaporization at T0. See the thing, if I give some other temperature, you have to do the some other temperature. Then the CP part, sensible heat. Okay, so it's having one step extra. If you don't, this is called like a diagram. This diagram will give you the guideline. If the diagram is not drawn properly, you will get wrong result. This diagram is very important, right? This diagram is very important. So reactant at T0, T1, you are getting product at T2 or T1, whatever. But the entire thing is done at T0 because this temperature, these are the 298.15 data, 25 degrees centigrade data. These are 25 degrees centigrade data, as I discussed last class. Okay? Clear? So, I'll give the data for the A, B, C, D, otherwise you cannot do the entire stuff. We'll give A, B, C, D data. Component A, B into 10 to the power 3, C into 10 to the power 6, D into 10 to the power 9, E into 10 to the power minus 5, CH3OH, COH2, 18.382, 28.068, 27.012, 101.564, 4.631, 3.509, minus 28.863, see, not 0, just put dash. This is dash, 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 minus 0.258, minus, sorry, plus 0.690. And these constants are not changing with the temperature range. These constants are not changing with the temperature range. So you can calculate delta H, let us see delta D. You can calculate delta H reaction from this formula. Also, similar to the heat of evaporation, this energy change also will be there for the evaporation, right? Same way. The data I am giving here, delta G okay, that I have to do some kind of, I will not do just like that, discuss something. So you have to calculate free energy change for CH3OH liquid to CH3OH gas. We know that dG equals to du, which is RT D ln F. You all know that, right? So delta G vapor SS1 T0, which will be RT0 ln I am doing at T0, temperature for T0, although everything I am doing at T0, right? Except that sensible energy. This formula is well known, right? RT and MP by Fm. This of course at SS1. FP and Fl are known, right? What are FP by Fl? Ideal gas, what will be FP? For ideal gas, I am saying ideal gas, right? FP equals to pressure, no? Vapor phase. Fn should be also vapor pressure. What is FP in that case? Equals to, this equals to how much? FP equals to how much? Is it given? That is for liquid, no? 0.16716 bar. Vapor phase. Vapor phase, don't say 5 bar. 5 bar is system pressure, but FP is behaving ideally. How much is the at T0? Standard state 1. What will be the idea? What will be the pressure? This is standard state 1. This is not this 5 bar is not standard state 1, right? 5 bar is P. I am talking about SS1. What is the FP? Pressure. Pardon? 1 bar. 1 bar. Because we are doing in terms of bar, no? 1 bar. R is given, T0 is given. That means this does not require any data. You can calculate. Delta GM, vaporization SS1, like heat of vaporization you have to get the data, but here you can calculate from the fugacity values. So this if you calculate, it will become 4.434 kilojoule per mole. So delta G SS1 T0 will be delta G reaction SS1 T0 plus delta G vaporization SS1 T0, and it comes roughly, for information, minus 24.454 kilojoule per mole. You can do the calculation. Minus 24.454 kilojoule per mole. Okay. So now to the problem. Now Ka equals to exponential of minus delta G SS1 by RT. And if you do the calculation here, I don't want to do the details because you can do it at home, which is 4.973 10 to the power minus 3. Temperature is given 500 K. T0 is 298.15. Okay. With that information, you can calculate KAT from this. You integrate and all. So much things are there. Okay. So this data is very important. If this data is wrong, entire calculation will go wrong. Remember that to calculate equilibrium conversion. That means left hand side you have done many things. K phi, Ky into P by PSS1 to the power delta gamma. Right? K phi is 1. So what is left hand side? Ky P by PSS1 to the power delta gamma, which is 4.973 10 to the power minus 3. And this is equals to Ka. What is this ratio of P by PSS1? P is how much? 5 bar. PSS1 is 1 bar. So how much it is coming? 5, right? To the power delta gamma is how much? Minus 2. So how much is the relationship? You can write Ky equals to 25 Ka SS1. Am I correct? Yes or no? Yes? 5 square? No. It will become 5 square. This is very important. K is given 4.973 10 to the power minus 3. So Ky you have to write in terms of y. You need to have equilibrium conversion. You have to calculate y. Remember that. You have to calculate y. So write down again your table. Component, mole number in feet, mole number at exit, mole fraction at exit. This table you have to form. What are the components you have? CO, H2, CH3OH. Mole number in feet, how much? These are all very easy. This part of thermodynamics is easiest. How much? Louder. 1, yes. You are correct only, but you should be louder. Next, H2, CH3OH. So I am assuming that extent of reaction is epsilon. You have done long back, first class, last week. Last Friday you have defined. Then what will be the mole number at exit? If the epsilon is the extent of reaction? 1 minus epsilon. This is 2 minus. Oh, excellent. 2 into 1 minus epsilon. Your stoichiometric balance. What is your reaction? Your reaction says CO2 plus 2H2G CH3OH. CO, sorry. So the CO reacts 1 minus epsilon. The equivalent amount of reaction is 2 into 1 minus epsilon. This will be what? CH3OH? Mole fraction at exit. You have to give total, no? How much is coming total? Total, quickly, calculate. 3 minus 2 epsilon. 1 minus epsilon, 3 minus 2 epsilon, 2 into 1 minus epsilon, 3 minus 2 epsilon, epsilon by 3 minus 2 epsilon. So, Ky, come here. It will be what? In terms of y? Tell me. What's the formula? Not don't say epsilon. In terms of y, you just tell first. Y CH3OH by YCO H2 square equals to, now y CH3OH is how much? Epsilon by 3 minus 2 epsilon divided by 1 minus epsilon by 3 minus 2 epsilon, then 2 into 1 minus epsilon by 3 minus 2 epsilon whole square equals to 25 into 4.973 into 10 to the power minus 3. You have to solve for epsilon and then you can calculate y by the formula. If you have the epsilon value, y CH3OH will be epsilon by 3 minus 2 epsilon and all those things. That's what they wanted. That's the question wanted. How to solve for epsilon? How to get epsilon? Non-linear problem, right? Again, the non-linear problem. How to get epsilon? Any idea how to get epsilon? No clue, huh? Newton Raphson. You can do Newton Raphson, no problem. Huh? Cubic equation is coming. It will do by trial and error also. You can do trial and error also. But if you do trial and error also, you may not get solution. Newton Raphson method will give you solution. It is tedious. Okay, are you getting solution? Trial and error, let's see. Trial and error you can actually go for. And this is the kind of problem is coming unfortunately in the exam. I'm sorry. This is the problem coming in the exam, unfortunately. Now giving the problem also, which problem is coming? This problem is coming in the exam. So you have to solve it. Otherwise, no, we cannot escape. It is coming now exam. And this type of problem is guaranteed. You will get marks, full marks, if you can get it correctly. These problems are very easy generally, not that difficult. How to do it? Trial and error can you do? We can use successive substitution method also. There is a method called successive substitution method. Let's see that part. Epsilon into so this guy will get cancelled, right? So you can write epsilon equals to 25 into 4.973 10 to the power minus 3 into 1 minus epsilon into 2 into 1 minus epsilon whole square by 3 minus 2 epsilon whole square. Am I correct? Yes or no? Yes. This is like x equals to fx. So algorithm means xk plus 1 equals to fxk. This is called as, have you done numerical in mathematical and chemical engineering? What method is called? Have you been learned that in numerical method techniques? Mathematical method has been taught? Yes or no? Now, Was it taught? Learn in BTech, not in mathematical methods. Next semester we are teaching all those. If you want to take the course. Successive substitution method. This is called successive substitution method. So this is now becoming very easy. Okay? Give initial guess. How much you want to give initial guess? Guess. Say 0.1. That's a good initial guess for this kind of problem. Don't give 0.7, 0.8 or something. That much conversion will not be there. 0.1. If you give 0.1, how much you get epsilon? This is very good. This is like a trial and error method, but it will give good convergence. Convergence is very fast. If you put 0.1, what do you get? You have the calculator, right? So I am giving you the easy technique to solve the problem. This kind of algorithm, if you can have x equals to fx way, then you can have this guess, and at the end, when the solution is converged, xk plus and xk will be same. Xk plus and xk will be same. How much we are getting? Epsilon equals to 0.1. 0.05. Put 0.05. Yeah. How much you get epsilon? This is not any of the books. What you are learning today, this is only unique for me. No book is discussed this way. If you do introduction method, you will go completely crazy. So this is the only technique here. You just see the solution is converged already. Did you find? If you put 0.05, do the calculator. .05. Yes, exact answer. 0.0506. See, you should be thankful to me. I have given you best way to solve this problem. Although so much numerical, no headache, no tension, right? To solve, you can just solve in 1 minute, right? This is a very powerful numerical technique called successive substitution method. Sometimes it may not work, so be very careful. So this is like that. This is your x equals to y curve, and this is something like that. So you have to give initial guess. Come like this. If your curve is like this, it may not go to the convergence. So your x equals to fx curve should be like this. If x equals to fx curve is like this, then you can converge. Get converge solution. If it is like this, you may not get convergence. This will be discussed in detail in next semester when I teach the numerical analysis on the solution techniques. I will discuss in detail and the convergence criteria. Do you know the order of convergence of this technique? In Newton-Raphson method, what's the order of convergence? What's the order of convergence here? 1. How to prove the Newton-Raphson order of convergence 2? Was it discussed in mathematical engineering? How did you prove it there? Was it discussed? Okay, it can be proved by Taylor series. Okay, first problem was over, right? Next is the estimate of equilibrium composition. Equilibrium composition can be obtained. So this part is clear, this problem is clear. What happened? Nothing happened. Any questions I can address? And little knowledge I can address the questions. KASS1 we can write as K phi Kn P by NPSS1 delta gamma. Can you prove it? I am writing in terms y in terms of n, right? Can you prove it? What is yi? Yi is nothing but nii by n, right? So Kn will be defined as phi I equals to 1 to c ni to the power gamma. Am I correct? Yes. Ka was defined as phi I equals to 1 to c ain to the power gamma is similar to ni. So yi, if you replace by ni by n, we will get this expression previously. Yes? Okay. Now, take the Second problem. Estimate the equilibrium composition at 500 K for the reaction COG plus 2H2G CH3OH. Okay. So previous problem, can you tell me the answer quickly? Why CH3OH, why CO and why H2? You have the epsilon, no? Previous problem, please give me the answer quickly. Please give me the answer quickly. You have epsilon, no 0.0506, you only told me.
So why CH3OH is 0.017?
0.0175. Why CO? Why CO is how much? Don't give any negative answer. That is dangerous. Why CO? Minus, huh? Who said minus? Don't give negative answer here. 0.3275, huh? And why H2? 0.6550. Okay, very good. Now the question is, the reaction is carried at 5 bar and 100 bar pressure. Assume that the reaction mixture is ideal gas and the stoichiometric mixture reactants enter the reactor. So how to calculate epsilon? Modified epsilon? What is your Ky value for now? In terms of Ka, reaction is now carried at 100 bar pressure. What will be Ky? Formula. Ky from 100 bar pressure, not 5 bar. Piper you already got the answer. This is the answer for 5 bar, right? This is the answer for 5 bar. I want 100 bar. What's the answer for 100 bar pressure? Answer for 100 bar pressure? 49, huh? Ky, Ka, what's the multiplication factor? 10 to the power 4, yes. Now, do the same step. What is the step? Epsilon by 3 minus 2 epsilon, 1 minus epsilon by 3 minus 2 epsilon into 2 into 1 minus epsilon by 3 minus 2 epsilon whole square equals to 10 to the power 4 into Ka. You do successive substitution method. Give me the answer. Initial guess, how much you give? Any clue? 0.1. Okay, go for 0.1. Have fun. Go for 0.1. You get me the answer. Quick. You started to give 0.1. No problem. Yes. Any luck? So man, first iteration have you done? How much you got? Huh? 460. Epsilon 462. 0.462. What 462? How can you get? It should be less than 1, no? Don't say 462. How much, Evan? First iteration. Calculator is there, calc is there. Do it fast. I'm doing the best method. I'm telling you, no book it is there. The best method I've taught. How much it is? Taking time now. We have done just now this problem. How much you got? No need to do anything, just putting the value, no, nothing. Calculation is so easy. 0.256, put it there again. 0.256, I don't know what's the right answer. I don't have the calculation. First iteration, one person got 0.256. How much you got?
0.25.
Yeah, put it and get the next one. I want to see how it is going. Calculation is very easy. Remember that these two will go cancel. If you cancel, it is much easier. You have already done it. Next guess. Devan, any answer? Yes. How many iterations you got after 0.25?
I put 0.9 as initial guess.
Oh, you are so clever. He gave 0.9 as initial guess. Okay. And that's the answer, 0.8. See, that's called gambling. Mathematical gambling. He has a good gambling, 0.9. And you will get how many iterations? Only one or two.
Sir, 1 8.
And then you can put again 0.811, right?
0.8 not 1.
Yes, exact number, 0.801. Up to 3 decimal you are correct. 0.801. Yes. So I think I'm happy with, at least you have learned this technique. And the first time I'm teaching, earlier I have not taught this technique. Yesterday night I thought how to do it. And no books actually addressed it. I was thinking how to do it because video introduction it will take so much of time. Now you can see when in the class itself you can do the problem. Shall I move to the next problem? Problem number C. Estimate the equilibrium composition of COG, H2G and AG. Argon I am putting some impurity are fed to a reactor in mole ratio 1:2:5 for the production of methanol. The reactor is maintained at 500 K and 5 bar pressure. Assume that gas phase behaves like an ideal gas. So have the table. So you guys want one problem on this in the exam? Okay, now you are comfortable. Good. Component. Mole number in feet. Mole number at exit. Mole fraction at exit. COH2 CH3OH A 1205. Am I correct? 1:2:5. CH3OH is the product. It cannot be there. So extend twice. How much it will be? Quick, tell me. What is that? 1 minus epsilon, right? Next is 2 into 1 minus epsilon. Then here CH3OH. How much total? 8 minus 2 epsilon. Rest of the calculation you can do. Now you are expert. I move the next problem. Problem number D. Estimate the degree of conversion of COG into methanol at 500 K and 5 bar if an equimolar mixture of COG and H2G is fed to reactor. A stoichiometric mixture of COG and H2G is fed to reactor, and COG and H2G in the ratio 1:4 fed to reactor. So I'll pick up the C problem. Okay. So let's look at the table. I will take 5 or 10 minutes, okay? After that you can go for lunch. Component, mole number in feet, mole number at exit, mole fraction at exit, CO, H2, CH3OH 1. I am saying X, that X you have to find out. Different problem, different value of X will be there. Okay, where once X will be 1, one will be 4, 1 is to 4, whatever. So it will be 1 minus epsilon, X minus 2 epsilon, right? Epsilon, how much is total? 1 plus X minus 2 epsilon. So it will be 1 minus epsilon by 1 plus X minus 2 epsilon, X minus 2 epsilon by 1 plus X minus 2 epsilon, epsilon by 1 plus X minus 2 epsilon. If you look at the third problem, your X equals to 4. Third problem, X equals to 4. So what will be the thing? Equation epsilon into 5 minus 2 epsilon whole square by 1 minus epsilon into 4 minus 2 epsilon whole square. Right hand side will be what? Right hand side 25 into 44.973 10 to the power minus 3. What's the initial guess for epsilon? Let's see. Gambling. If you do initial guess, good value, then within 2 iterations your job is done. Next to Rahul, that bench, corner. What is your guess? What is your value? Like gambling. How much? 0.4. Okay, try it out. What the other guesses? 0.1, huh? 0.4. Let's see. First, 0.4 is giving a good guess. Let's check it out. How much you are getting? Yes. Next iteration, how much you are getting? Even within first iteration, what was the initial guess? 0.5 you gave. How much you gave? 0.4. Within first iteration you got 0.07? Point? How many iterations you took? 5 iterations, huh? Okay. So now you can see that 0.1 would have been very good guess. So gambling was not correct. But whatever the beauty of this method is, whatever initial guess you give, you get the convergence. That means you are now very much confident that your method works, even in any initial guess. Okay? Last problem in assignment before I end. Second problem, a gas mixture consisting of 60% hydrogen, 20% nitrogen and the rest in inert gas is passed through suitable catalyst for the production of ammonia. Here K is given and pressure is maintained at 50 bar. So what in your table? H2, NH3, E0 gas. Mole number in feet. I am having base is 100 moles. Base is 100 moles. In process calculation you do basis 100 mole. What will the mole number in feet then? Extent is epsilon. 20 minus. What will be extent? Which part will take extent? Generally take product. Otherwise your success substitution method you cannot handle. Epsilon should be at the numerator. To obtain that, product side will give epsilon. And which value we have given product side? Which mole number is 1? Now look at the reaction. Product side mole number is only one side, NH3. So it should be epsilon. Mathematical basis. Otherwise your numerical technique will be very tedious. Because epsilon is the numerator. In that case, we easily write x equals to fx. If it is a reactant side, it is difficult to write x equals to fx. You may get your tedious calculation. How much it will be? 20 minus. Mole number exit. Mole number in feed, yes. Okay. 20, 60, 0, 20. 20 minus. Sorry, my column got shifted. My column got shifted. $20 minus. What is that? Epsilon by 2. 60 minus P epsilon by 2. Epsilon 20. Okay? And do the problem as usual. You have the technique. I don't have to go by that. And that's for kind attention. And that's the end all for thermodynamics class. Okay? All the best for your exam. And I try my best for you to get a very comfortable question. And your performance was pretty good compared to many years, last years. And I'm hoping that many S's and A's will be coming. So you have to help me for that. Write well so that I can give S's and A's mostly. And I don't know how many of you guys will be taking numerical techniques.